So today we're out in the apiary. We've got to add some honey supers, add a couple deep boxes, do the general hive inspection, just check it out, make sure everybody's doing good, doesn't need anything, and yeah, so follow along. I've got, bless me, let's go. All right, folks, so a lot of people have been asking what we use in the bee smoker. One thing I really like is these burlap rolls. You know, all the other consumables, they work, but they just burn differently. They kind of seem to burn inconsistently, for me anyway. Again, I'm gonna always tell you, you have to do what works for you in your apiary. You gotta do what makes the most sense. If you found something that works, yeah, please tell me about it in the comments. I would love to hear it. We could try it out, see if it'll work for us. So with this burlap, I usually like to light the end with all the frays. It lights a little easier. And I love these jet lighters better than the regular lighter. Makes a lot of difference. And I just kind of roll it around for a minute. I even like the other side if I'm pressed for time. Get some air inside of there. Open it up just a little bit so that enough of it can be lit to stay lit and smolder while it's in the smoker. Drop that down in. Get that going a few times and close it up. And once the fire goes out, we'll have smoke. There you have it. So for those of you that don't know, some of the benefits of smoke, one, it helps kind of mask the scent. If you do get stung, it masks that scent of that bee so you don't get multiple bees, everybody trying to sting you. Two, bees don't like the smoke just like we don't. So what it'll do is it'll make them retreat from the space that you blew the smoke at. So if you're trying to get them off honeycomb, trying to get them back in their entrance, trying to push them down from the top box so you can harvest the honey, things like that, it's really helpful for that. It does not harm the bees. It just kind of helps corral them the way you want them to. All right, family, so it's evening time. We're trying to get into this top box. This was a feeder on a new hive, so we want to first take this feeder off. And in doing so, we're gonna notice that there's no bees right in there, but there are a few ants. So we're gonna smoke the hole just to tell the bees, hey, we're working here. Beat it. With love, of course. Beat it with love. So we'll take the feeder box off. Then we'll loosen the inner cover. And we're going to smoke it. Smoke them to make them go down into the hive a little bit. My main purpose with this hive is to see what's going on in it, see how much they've built it out, and see if they need anything. Make sure I see that the queen is laying. That's a huge priority there. So we want to be careful because we don't know where she is. And this is a one box colony, so we don't know anything about where she is, or usually this would be the box that she'd be in, is what I'm trying to say. So we want to be extremely careful so we don't hurt her or anybody else for that matter. Let's see what we've got. On this side, I also don't see varroa mites and hive beetles and all of that, so that is great. So yes, this looks like mainly a resource frame, which they're doing a great job of building out, so we will put that back. This colony here was a part of my hive in the front, and they swarmed. I caught them myself out of a tree, and looks like they've been doing very well. You know, you can't win them all. Oh, it's tons of brood in there. Be great to be able to find our lady of the hour. And we will give you guys a little bit more room, a second story to the mansion, if you will. Get them off the edge. Now this one on the opposite end is a newer hive as well. It just happened to be much bigger, so it already has a second deep on it. So what we're gonna do here is take this feeder off, and this will be the only time that they've been fed when they're newer. Let's check a couple more. Then we'll give them back their privacy. This one's looking good. Again, no swarm cells. That one's just about ready to be all the way capped out. I say they got another couple weeks before they fill up this box. Okay. So I think I'm gonna leave that one alone. I didn't see any swarm cells, but what I will do is give them a brand new honey super. 10 frames, all ready for them to grow into. This is a basic inspection. I don't want to do too much. I just want them to have the room that they need. Hey, do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe. We need that so we can grow. Let's grow. Help us get there. All right, when we picked these bees up, this was the crazy strong hive. I mean, there's bees everywhere. So we just want to see what's going on with them, how strong they really are, how much they've filled out these super boxes, if any. So this top box looks pretty empty. Okay. Let's jump into the next one. Now this box looks a lot more full. So this box is at least 50% full of capped honey. Oh, it's heavy too. This down here is much older comb. So this means we're starting to get into the brood chambers. probably. Let's see what we got. Let's pull one out and check them out. Yep. Brood chambers. A little bit of honey. So these are mixed frames, resources and honey in mixed frames. All right, I think we'll leave these alone. I just wanted to make sure they were doing well and strong. I think I'll take your guess, guys. Does this one need another super? How full is it? Let's see. Okay, so this one's actually a feeder. Which we don't need. And they just never took it off, it looks like. Because we don't feed our bees only when they're new or extreme dirt. And so right now is neither, so that box is looking a little struggly. That popped up. Let's go ahead and run these guys back down. All right, first thing, I don't see swarm cells, which is great. Not seeing swarm cells is what I want out of life. We're gonna pull a frame or two and check it out and see what's going on down here in this second box from the bottom. And usually this second box is, let me go on the other side. Usually this second box is a bit of a brood box and resource box. So let's see. These are new to the family. And usually I won't bring pre-set up hives, colonies from other apiaries. But this one was a special situation. All right, we got brood, just like I said. And some pretty dark comb. I'm not liking these old looking swarm cells. We'll just get those off of there anyway. Get a little smoke going on because I'm irritating them. And I'm not gonna put this one up higher because it has brood in it. And I don't want to encourage them to lay brood any higher than this. So this here is 90% honey. Just a tiny bit of brood. And I will get rid of some of these. Again, the queen is hiding from us. And that's okay. You can hide, Miss Queen. So we'll put that back down in there and we will be back for that later. Alright. These girls are getting a little irritable. Let's get you girls back closed up. Sorry for the trouble. was the lightest of the bunch. Get rid of that small hive beetle. This is built out some. They're working on it, but I don't see much attention happening up there. They're young. So let me just, this one's definitely very young. My goal 100% with this one is to make sure they have a queen. So do I see larvae? Right now, this is an attempted resource frame. No larvae. No larvae in this one. This is concerning, folks. There's nothing over there at all. This makes me feel like we have one queenless hive. Got some bee bread and some more resources. I'm not seeing one larva, one egg, no queen cells, nothing. So this is starting to look like a hive that might not have a queen. Let's see, just for giggles, maybe we've got brood being laid up here. Please. No larva, no brood. Oh, that's concerning. At this point, I would be happy to just see one baby bee somewhere. Nothing. Nothing. Come on. Anything? No. All right, guys. I think this colony is in desperate need of a queen. Although it's not what I wanted to see. It's not the end of the world. We can fix that. So now what has probably happened is either the queen died, they swarmed, something happened. And these girls are in desperate need of some leadership. So we will be working on that. Get rid of any small hive beetles you see. All right, back apiary inspection complete.